Did you know that more than 300 million men worldwide struggle with erectile dysfunction? And that number is growing every year. But here's something most people don't realize. A small pill originally created for one purpose has turned out to have effects far beyond sexual health. I'm talking about Tadalafil. You might know it by its brand name Cialis. But do you really know what it does inside your body and why some doctors are now studying it for benefits you'd never expect? Stay with me, because in this video, I'll not only reveal how Tadalafil works and its official medical uses, but also an eye-opening discovery about this drug that very few people talk about, and I promise I'll share that surprising revelation in the second half of the video. So if you care about your health, your energy, your circulation, and yes, even your confidence in intimate moments, this video could change the way you see Tadalafil forever. Tadalafil is a medication that belongs to a class of drugs called PDE5 inhibitors. Don't worry, I'll keep this simple. Inside your body, there's an enzyme called phosphodiesterase type 5, or PDE5. When it's too active, it reduces blood flow in certain areas, and that's where problems like erectile dysfunction can appear. Tadalafil works by blocking this enzyme, allowing blood vessels to relax and blood to flow more easily. That's why it's so effective in restoring natural function. But here's something interesting. While most people think of Tadalafil only as a men's health pill, the truth is it was first studied for other medical conditions. Surprised? You should be, because this little detail will make you see the drug in a whole new light. The use most people know Tadalafil for is, of course, treating erectile dysfunction. Studies show it can start working within 30 minutes and last up to 36 hours, which is why it earned the nickname the weekend pill. Unlike some other medications in the same class, it offers a longer window of action, giving couples more spontaneity. But erectile dysfunction isn't just about intimacy. It's often a warning sign of deeper health problems like poor circulation, diabetes, or even heart disease. That's why doctors sometimes say, if you have erectile dysfunction, check your heart before you blame your mind. Now here's a twist. Tadalafil isn't only about improving sexual performance. In fact, its other medical uses might be even more important for long-term health. And this is where most people are completely in the dark. Most people think Tadalafil is only for sexual health, but doctors also prescribe it for two other important conditions. The first one is benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH, an enlargement of the prostate that makes urination difficult for many men as they age. Tadalafil relaxes smooth muscles in the bladder and prostate, making it easier to urinate and reducing nighttime trips to the bathroom. The second approved use is for pulmonary arterial hypertension, a serious condition where blood pressure is abnormally high in the arteries of the lungs. By relaxing those vessels, Tadalafil helps the heart pump blood more efficiently, reducing shortness of breath and improving exercise capacity. So while most people only associate it with intimacy, the reality is Tadalafil is helping patients breathe easier, sleep better, and regain quality of life. But here's the fascinating part. Scientists are now exploring even more unexpected benefits of this drug, and one of them could change the way we think about circulation and overall health. Here's where things get really interesting. Researchers have discovered that Tadalafil's ability to improve blood flow may have benefits that go far beyond intimacy or prostate health. Some studies suggest that it can enhance physical performance by improving oxygen delivery to the muscles. Others point to potential benefits in circulatory health, helping to keep arteries flexible and reducing stiffness in blood vessels, something crucial for preventing cardiovascular disease. There are even early investigations into its effects on mood and mental health, since better blood flow can influence brain function. While these findings are still under study, they hint at a future where Tadalafil could be used in ways most people never imagined. And remember that surprising revelation I mentioned at the beginning of this video? We're getting closer to it. But before we go there, you need to know about the risks and side effects that can't be ignored. Like every medication, Tadalafil is not without its downsides. The most common side effects include headaches, nasal congestion, back pain, indigestion, and facial flushing. These usually appear in the first few hours and tend to fade as the drug leaves the system. But there are also red flags you should never ignore. If someone experiences chest pain, vision or hearing problems, or an erection lasting more than 4 hours, it's a medical emergency. In these cases, immediate professional help is essential. Tadalafil also interacts with certain medications, especially nitrates, often prescribed for heart conditions. Combining the two can cause a dangerous drop in blood pressure, which can be life-threatening. So while Tadalafil can improve quality of life, it must be used responsibly under medical supervision. And speaking of responsibility, many people fall into dangerous mistakes and myths when it comes to this pill. Let's clear those up next. One of the biggest mistakes people make is using Tadalafil recreationally, without a real medical need. Some believe it will turn them into superhuman performers, but that's not how the drug works. If there's no underlying circulation issue, the benefits are often minimal, and the risks can outweigh the rewards. Another common myth is that Tadalafil and Viagra are the same. While both belong to the same drug family, Tadalafil lasts much longer, up to 36 hours, compared to Viagra's shorter window of about 4 to 6 hours. This difference changes how couples plan intimacy and why many prefer one over the other. And then there's the dangerous belief that more is better. Taking higher doses doesn't improve results. It only increases the chance of side effects. The truth is, Tadalafil is not a magic pill. It works best as part of a bigger picture of health, balanced diet, exercise, and medical supervision. So, how can you use it safely and effectively without falling into these traps? That's exactly what we'll cover next. Tadalafil can be life-changing when used correctly, but it is not for everyone. People with severe heart disease, very low blood pressure, or those taking nitrates should never use it. That's why a doctor's evaluation is essential before starting treatment. The safest way to take Tadalafil is exactly as prescribed, whether it's the daily low-dose version, often used for prostate or pulmonary issues, or the higher as-needed dose for erectile dysfunction. Never adjust your dosage on your own. And remember, lifestyle plays a huge role in how effective Tadalafil will be. Regular exercise, controlling blood sugar and blood pressure, and avoiding smoking all enhance its benefits naturally. When used responsibly, Tadalafil is not just about improving performance, it's about restoring confidence, supporting circulation, and even protecting long-term health. But before we wrap up, let's bring everything together, a clear, practical summary of what you need to remember about this powerful medication. So now you know, Tadalafil is far more than just a pill for erectile dysfunction. It improves blood flow by blocking PDE5, restoring natural function. It's also approved for prostate enlargement and pulmonary hypertension, helping patients far beyond sexual health. Research is uncovering surprising benefits for circulation, performance, and even mental health. But it comes with risks, especially if misused, combined with the wrong medications, or taken without medical guidance. The key takeaway? Tadalafil can be a safe and powerful ally for health, but only when used responsibly and under medical supervision. Now I want to hear from you. Have you or someone you know ever heard of these other uses for Tadalafil beyond intimacy? Share your thoughts in the comments, because your experience could help someone else. And if you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more science-based health insights. If you're curious to go even deeper, I highly recommend watching our next video, where we reveal the hidden early warning signs of heart disease that most people miss. Since circulation is the root of so many conditions, that video will connect perfectly with what you've just learned about Tadalafil.